As you can see, I am modeling a hot pink colored sample from our Foul Play Ricky merch store. This shirt says, "I always cross-stitch when I listen to Foul Play Ricky," and is one of the many amazing and humorous items available for our fans to rep their love or loathing of this podcast. Check out our designs at tinyurl.com/FPRmerch. Welcome to Foul Play Ricky. This is a story of me, Ricky Barone, private eye and former detective who was booted from the force for playing by my own rules. I'm just trying to make sense of it all and maybe score some brandy old fashions along the way. This is my story. As I finished the dishes after breakfast and wiped the eggy mess off the counter, my phone's rang.
Rick, the phone's ringing,
says Judy. It was Frederick Flintston, my old business partner.
Hey Rick, it's Frederick Flintston, your old business partner.
Been a while. I haven't seen you since the incident. What brings you my way?
First, I wanted to call with my condolences about Jacob. I saw his obituary in the paper this morning. Secondly, I think I may have a lead for you. Have you heard of Operation Cold Run?
I have. How do you know about that?
Perp down at the state prison was rambling on about it. I overheard him talking about some big deal that's supposed to go down in Miami with a couple of real big cats. He got picked up doing a deal for some guy named Tourniquet.
When and where is this deal supposed to go down?
This Thursday at the King Cole Plaza down in South Beach. But Ricky, you didn't hear it from me. I'm playing a case pretty close to the chest right now. So consider this an apology for the incident. I never meant to eat the last tapa stick. I thought there were more in the fridge.
Apology accepted, I says, typing out notes out of our conversation into my smartphone to further confuse listeners on what time period this show takes place in.
You be careful out there now, Ricky. Take care of yourself.
You too, Fred. And tell William hi for me. I hangs up the phone and booked the first flight to Miami.
where are you off to?
Judy said as I packed up my clothes. I gotta catch this guy, Toots, and this might be my best chance.
Rick, I don't know how to say this, but be careful, okay? I care about you. A lot.
I will. I promise. I care about you too. And maybe I'll say the L word in a couple episodes. I smooched Judy and headed out of the room. She grabbed my hand in the hallway as I headed to the front door and pulled me close for a tight hug.
Seriously, Rick, I'm worried about you.
I'll be alright. You just stay here. The police protection is through Friday, and I think they even deliver groceries.
You're too sweet. Rick, I love you. At first I thought it was just your shoelaces, but now I think the rest of you is just as exciting.
Taken aback at her beating me to those coveted words, I looked her in the eyes and says, I love you too. I mean it. It's been a long time since I felt this way about anyone.
Then why don't you kiss me again, you goddamn mystery-induced hunk of man? I hope you're gonna split this episode up into 2.
She leaned in and we smooched before we fell to the floor smooching away. Man, I is so in love with Judy. The way she moved, the way she talked, The way she could formulate a spreadsheet or pour a bowl of French toast crunch. I couldn't get enough of her. After missing my flight in order to make America love again, I rescheduled to the next flight and flew down to the King Cole Plaza to intercept Joe Tourniquet at his meeting with the other fat cats Fred had mentioned. I was cleverly disguised in a Garfield the Cat mascot costume and ready to take him down. Goddamn, this thing was warm. To be continued.